is up, vlog watchers? Here I am on step 18, I execute. So this is step 18, I execute. And honestly, I execute does not sound very pretty. I execute. Execute what? Well, execute is take action. That's what we mean in this time of execute is I take action. Step 18 is I act. I execute on the commitments that I made yesterday. Yesterday I renewed my commitment to myself, and I am so excited to be loving myself. You guys, though, honestly, it was so weird to thank me and say I love me on camera yesterday, opening my presents. I mean, I'm so thankful. I really did forget about those dresses. I knew that I had dresses, but I forgot what kind. Oh my gosh, I got me a dress with pockets. Am I not the best? But yeah, oh my gosh, that sounds so weird saying that. Am I not the best? It sounds really weird, guys. I spent so much time hating myself because others didn't love me, because others didn't see the good in me. I felt that meant that there is no good in me. And so it's really weird being like, yay, I love me, go me. I'm so glad that I did this for me. It's really weird and strange for me. So yeah, I did. If I looked awkward yesterday, I felt awkward yesterday, okay? There's Mr. Kiki. So, yeah, I looked and felt awkward yesterday, honestly. It was weird saying I love me and thanking me and, you know, like for a gift that I got myself. Like, who do I think I am? Well, I think that I'm a child of God, and I think that I'm worthy of love. And I think that on Judgment Day, I don't want God to say, yeah, you treated all my children right except for one. And she was like one of my favorites. One of the most important for you to treat right anyway. And I'll be like, what, God? What are you talking about? I treated all your children good. And he'll be like, you, how did you treat yourself? Because you're my child too. And I love you too. So how did you treat yourself? And honestly, before I've ever done any of these 40 days of self-love, before I did any of my healing journey or anything like that, here's my Lulu. Honestly, the answer would have been, but God, all your children said that I wasn't lovable, that I don't deserve love. I mean, I was just listening to all of them. You know, they didn't say that I deserved love. I was just listening to all of them. And honestly, I don't think that it's a good enough excuse. I don't think that God's going to be like, oh, good point. I did make you to be miserable. No, he's going to be like, daughter, I love you. And regardless of how they treated you, I left it up to you. It was your responsibility to treat you right. You know, and knowing that, it helps me a whole lot. It's like, I'm loving me, not for my own selfishness, whatever. You know, for a long time, I loved me because I wanted to love others. I wanted to be a better lover to others. So I will love me if that's what it takes. But I learned that you won't become a better lover to others by forcing yourself to love yourself, despite the fact that nobody else will love you. Others do love me. It's just, I block it out. I don't allow them to, because I don't feel worthy of love. So, but yeah, I figured out that I can't love myself for others. I have to love myself in truth if I really want my self-love to improve my love for others. I have to truly love myself. I have to truly do this stuff, guys. And it's not easy for me. I have a deep, deep fear of becoming a narcissist. And it's so strange because the way to keep from becoming a narcissist, especially someone like me who I have many examples of narcissism in my life to model. So I have to actively not model those. And I have to love myself in a way that's not selfish, but is loving for others. And it's very difficult, guys. This is not easy. It's not easy at all. Because I have this deep fear of being a narcissist, and because I have many narcissists that have modeled their life to me, It's so much easier for me to just be the narcissist. But because I have such a fear, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. And if it takes loving myself to avoid being a narcissist, which sounds very strange because, I was always taught that narcissists, they love themselves and that's why they're like that. And I was taught wrong. I was wrong. They hate themselves. They, just like I do. So if I hate myself like that, then yeah, I'm probably going to turn into a narcissist. I only had narcissist relationships to model and I hate myself. Therefore, I will probably be a narcissist. And I've done a lot of narcissistic things. I have a lot of narcissistic tendencies. And I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that at all. I want to be worthy of love. I want to be worthy of admiration. I want to be worthy of these things. And narcissists are not. They're just not. And yeah, I've got to be able to love myself first. Otherwise, it's going to all fall apart. It will fall apart. But today is I execute, and I do have actions ready to take today to solidify my self-love and to prove to myself that I am in this for the right reasons. I'm in this to love me. To love me. Not to please others, not to people please, but to love me and to find me and to get to know me in truth. So, there you guys go. My introduction to step 19, I execute. And I will see you guys on the flip side. Okay, hello, step 18, flip side. I've finished today. There's really not a lot of journaling. I just jotted down a couple things because on a net 9 day, action is the key for the day. And I do have an action plan today. I do have a lot of stuff that I want to get done today. I do believe I have plenty of time to get it all done. And I hope to report back tomorrow that I did get everything done because I got an action-packed day and it's loving actions for myself. I think that I'm gonna love this day. I'm excited to get this day started. So there's not a lot to go over other than, it's time to put into action. Put your money where your mouth is. Put into action what you've been trying to do, what you're trying to become. Oh, one thing I do want to say is a realization that I've come to with this intermediate mastery thing. I'm kind of like in the intermediate stages of my mastery. I'm trying to master being me. That's what I'm trying to master. But I'm in the intermediate stages. And in the intermediate stages, you do your best. You do try to master everything as you continue on. It's not like, I'm back to beginner. No, I continue to drive the car. I just don't let a kid get in my lap yet, until I have all the ins and outs. I know what it's like to hydroplane. I know what it's like to make a sharp turn. I know what it's like to make a dual turn, I know what it's like to go uphill, downhill, So, yeah. And while I'm doing all that stuff, while I am learning, while I'm hydroplaning, while I'm going uphill, while I'm going downhill, while I'm going around the curves, I need to try to master every single step as I go. So it's not like I'm stepping back and I'm like, oh, woe is me, I'm so awful. No, I am taking deliberate action every day. And today it's extra actions. I've got a lot of self-care, loving actions to be taking today, like a facial. I deserve a facial and I can give myself a facial, and it's actions like that, self-loving actions. But they're not all like that. Some of them are self-love for another day, like, go and do the dishes and clean up the towels so that all the towels are put up. For me, that's self-love, is having all the towels put up nice and neat, where if anybody needs a rag or a towel, they know where to get one. That's self-love for me. It's self-love tomorrow because, everything's not disorganized, it's organized. So some of my actions are actually organizing stuff. So that's why I'm saying I've got a lot to do today. That's why I'm talking fast. I want to get to it, even though one of my things is I don't want to rush anything ever again. I'm so lucky that I live a life. I'm so blessed that I live a life where I don't have to rush. And I still find myself rushing. So, not that Russians are bad. Oh, I shouldn't even say that word. Okay. Anyway, back to my vlog and back to step 18. I'm going to act. I'm going to act on my commitments, and I'm excited for that. I'm loving myself. I'm so grateful that I take these actions, and I'm happy to do the thing. So I hope you guys are enjoying it, and I can't wait to let you guys know tomorrow on step 19 how the actions went today.